Dear students, in the last session we have studied about solution and properties of solution. So in this class we are going to study about suspension. So you might have seen the sand will not dissolve in water. If you try this, you will get a kind of dirty mixture. So this describes what is suspension. A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture in which a solute particle do not dissolve but remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium. This means it is not a homogeneous mixture. The particles of the suspension spreads throughout the bulk of the medium. The particles do not dissolve in it. So this type of mixture is known as suspension. So let us study the properties of suspension. It is a heterogeneous mixture, that is, solids are spreads in the liquid. Solid particles are dispersed throughout the liquid. And the next one is particles are visible to the naked eye. We can see the particles in suspension. The third point is particles of the suspension scatter a beam of light. So you have studied in solution that particles of the solution do not scatter a beam of light, but here the particles scatter a beam of light. That means it deviates a beam of light. The next point is particles can separate it from the mixture by filtration. So we can separate the mixture, means we can separate the particles in the suspension by the process of filtration. So come to the next type of solution, that is colloidal solution. In this solution, particles are uniformly spread throughout the solution. As we compare to the suspension, this colloidal solution looks like a homogeneous mixture, but it is a heterogeneous mixture. For example, milk is a colloidal solution and the size of the particle is too small to be individually seen by naked eye. We cannot see the size of the particle in milk, right? And particles are big enough to scatter a beam of light, but that particles are big enough to scatter a beam of light, and particles do not settle down. In milk, particles do not settle down, right? So they cannot separate it by the process of filtration. So these are the properties of colloidal solution.